I'm Dan Scarrow.
And I'm Meryl, and this is Caroline.
And we are with Jewell Family Dentistry. I went to school at the University of Iowa College of Dentistry. At the school they have a website that's called the Iowa Practice Opportunities website, where different practices or different towns can advertise. And Jewell was listed on that website as a community seeking a dentist. So they were trying to recruit somebody to town, and we saw that opportunity and began to investigate it at that point.
Jewell has a great group of people who try to plan for these kinds of things to get these people into town that have businesses that will complement what's already here. It's called JADE, Jewell Area Development Enterprise, and it's a board of several people really working hard in Jewell to keep the downtown thriving, to bring businesses like this to Jewell, and people like Dan and Meryl who are awesome.
We've lived here for 38 or 39 years, and over that period of time there have been 3 other dentists who were here for periods of time and then for various reasons had to leave. Each time it was a loss to the community, really. Our feeling was that it's a service that people really, well, of course need, but appreciate having.
Well, Jewell has almost everything you could possibly need. They already have a clinic, they have a chiropractor. About the only thing they didn't have was a dentist. And so they were really smart a few years ago, and they put their name out there on the University of Iowa website to try to recruit a dentist.
So what we found attractive about Jewell as an opportunity was that my wife and I knew that we had a desire to own a dental practice at some point in our career. And we also had a desire to live in small town Iowa. I knew very, very little about opening a business or running a business in general. In dental school, we have very limited exposure to that. We spend most of our time learning things clinically and how to do dentistry, not so much how to run a business. We heard about the Small Business Development Center first through somebody in Jewell, actually, Fred Markelis, who is our contact point in coming to Jewell. He knew Lisa Shimkat from the state director for SBDC, who put us in contact with Brooke Bemler from the Pappajohn Center up at NIACC. And so in talking with him, he got us established on a good path and began to teach us what we needed to know and help us gather information for the process. We needed to establish a business plan and have cash flow projections, and we didn't know where to get that information from at all. And so what he did is he really helped us get those numbers together. I thought my business plan is that I'm going to start a business, and he said, well, you need a lot of detailed information that the banks are going to need. So he helped us acquire that information, refine it, and get it to where we could submit it to a bank to begin to get financing for our business venture.
It's been fantastic. Jewell is one of 4 communities that I work with. The other 3 are very jealous because Dan and Meryl just make such an impact here. They've already started volunteering. They created a beautiful space here with this dentistry. I think everybody is excited to have a dentist they can come to in town. I live just a little bit farther away, and I'm still coming here, so that's awesome.
I feel like we've been received in the community fairly well. People seem to be very excited about it. Generally, people are happy to be here, happy to see a building that they spent time in as a restaurant and bar, and now they can come into it as a dental office. A lot of people have shown excitement with that, and they just appreciate new families coming to town and establishing new businesses and maintaining a lot of what the Economic Development Group in Jewell has worked really, really hard to accomplish. I know there's a lot more resources that are available through the SBDC that we didn't utilize or didn't need to utilize, but I know that there is a wealth of knowledge and help through that. And then the other thing I would say is just persevere. If you have your mind set on it and your heart set on it, it's something that you can accomplish if you really keep working at it.